Hi everyone, I'm the plant propagator and welcome to my channel. I am back in the laboratory in Southwest Florida after being gone for a while, and I've got a lot going on. I came in this morning ready to make a bunch of media, and I remembered as I started to make my media that two of my stocks were low, so I couldn't make the amount that I want to make. So it's a busy day in the laboratory, but there's so much going on. I wanted to share something quick with you about what's happened since I was gone and some things that I returned to. So the first thing is the last video that I shared, I talked about river kwai pink, and this is a cattleya. This is the big, beautiful, really floriferous, fragrant, a lot of F's here, cattleya that I shared with you. And I talked about using it in my crosses, and some of the comments said, well, you should use it in crosses because it's such a nice, vigorous, beautiful plant. And I looked at my records, and I had tried using this in a large number of crosses, but I have some recently that work. So these are seeds that are seedlings that are growing in the laboratory now from the last time that this plant flowered a year ago. So I looked at my notes on this, and this flowered in November of last year, so not quite a year ago. And the capsule that formed on this plant was huge. It was just really big, and it never split, it never ripened. So I actually cut it a little early for me, which was after, I think, 7.5 months. So the capsule really matured for quite a while, but I do have seedlings. Some of the seedlings are pretty big. So these are ready to be transferred on, this is on a seed germination medium now. They're ready to be transferred onto a replate medium. The problem is, this is the only container that I have left of replate media. So that was the medium that I was going to make this morning that I am making some, and I'm going to make more, and that's why it's a busy day. Anyway, these seedlings need to be replated. So these were from a plant that was river kwai pink that I pollinated onto this plant a little less than a year ago, and I've got seedlings that are ready to be transferred onto the replate medium, and they look really vigorous. They could be, now they're at about the right stage. I'm thinking they may be a little big, but they're at about the right stage to transplant, where the primary leaves are pretty big, and they're ready to be transferred so that with my 5x5 grid, so that they'll grow out, and so that I can place them in flasks later on, larger flasks. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is when I returned, I did lose some capsules. So due to the hurricane, or for whatever reason, some capsules that I was expecting to have on my plants, all I found in my yard were the tags that I used to mark the crosses. I don't know what happened to the flowers or the capsules, whether they fell off. Well, they obviously fell off and disappeared. But I did have a few that are still there that are going to be ready to go soon, but because I got so much going on, and I do have plenty of my seed germination medium, I prepped that, but not my replate medium. Anyway, I've got a lot of media, so I can plate seeds of that, and I imagine that my colleagues are going to be sharing some of their crosses with me also. So I need it, but I wanted to get some of these other ones from my plants that are ready, or that are past ready. I wanted to get those plated on flask on the seed germination medium. So what I have is this cross right here, which I'm excited about this because this is an RLC. This is Mahiro Mishima. So this is a really nice, large, fragrant cattleya, and I crossed an encyclia onto this. So I'm pretty excited about this. This capsule is this was fertilized in, so this is 6 months ago. This is fertilized. So this is about at the right level of maturity, and I sometimes the capsule will last a little bit longer, but this one is starting to split. So I had to harvest this and bring it in. So I'm going to, because it already is split, I'm going to open this up and sterilize the seeds in a method that I use. So I'm excited about this cross. I got it at about the right time. It had just started to split, so the seeds hadn't really spilled out, so I'm going to be doing this. I have another capsule that was on the plant and starting to brown, and that is right here. So what I did in this situation is I harvested the capsule because the capsule itself was turning brown. I brought it inside, I opened up the capsule a little bit and let the seeds spill out. And this is an Oprah Winfrey cross. That's another big flared fragrant cattleya that I really like, and I crossed onto it another big fragrant flared cattleya that's also pretty vigorous. The plant's not as big that I crossed onto this, is not as big as Oprah Winfrey, but it's still a nice sized plant. And because it was browning, you got to worry about fungal contamination getting in there and just infecting all the seeds. And that's why it was just, when I harvested this, it was just starting to brown. And since I harvested it, the capsule itself, all of the capsule has turned brown. But I split the seed open, I put it in an open petri dish in my house to let it dry out a little bit. And I brought it in today to the laboratory, and again, the capsule has since completely browned, but I didn't have it in a sealed container. I had it open. That lets the seed dry out a little bit more, spill out, and it reduces the chance of the seed in there getting contaminated. But what I have when I look at the seed is I've got some, and you don't know really what you're going to have when you have seed like this. It just kind of spills out. I'm not one of those people yet that can tell from just looking at the seed with the naked eye. I wear reading glasses, so I really couldn't see what was going on in these seeds. But after looking at it underneath the microscope, you can see not a huge number of viable seed, but enough viable seed so that this is going to work. I've got viable, it seems that I have viable seed. You can see the embryos within the seed, and it seems like I have viable seed, and I'll sterilize these seed and plate these seed today. And I'll probably do that while the first batch of media is cooling and while the second batch of media is autoclaving. So I got a lot going on today. I just wanted to do this quick video to give you an update. I have so many flasks. My helper is deflasking. I think we pulled out maybe 8 or 10 flasks today that she's deflasking the orchids. I didn't want to deflask these seedlings and let them sit here without any kind of supervision for the time that I was gone, which was about 2 months. So today we're going to be doing in addition to this, we're going to be doing there's a deflasking marathon going on. I have a lot of flasks that are ready to go. I might have a deflasking party again because there are just so many. And it's just an exciting time. My orchids at home are doing really well. New flowers, some of which I shared with you recently, but there's a lot more flowers coming, and it's an exciting time for me to be back in Southwest Florida. The other thing is that because it is October, it's starting to cool off a little bit, so you can go out and do some things. I fertilized yesterday. It's actually really pleasant here this time of year. It's a little drier, so you got to worry about keeping everything humid and keeping everything wet or moist, I should say. But it's an exciting time and a really pleasant time to be here. I don't have to worry about it getting too cold on my orchids here in Southwest Florida because I'm really in the southern part of the state, and it rarely gets cold enough so that I got to be conserved. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed my video of my seeds and seedlings. More coming. There's a lot going on. Anyway, if you enjoyed my video and you want to keep on seeing them, it would help me out if you can click on like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. All right, that's all I have for you today. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, and happy propagating.